Hey guys, it's Charlotte. So, I know I've been a while. I'm still getting new to this. We're used to this. It's kind of vulnerable putting yourself out there. But today is kind of different. I wanted to talk a little bit about someone that I've been watching on YouTube for quite a while now, probably about a year. This person's very controversial. And there's a lot of opinions that come about when this person is brought up. So the person that I'm talking about is Amberlynn Reid. I've been watching her for quite some time. I pretty much jump at the opportunity to watch someone's weight loss journey. Someone who's larger like I am. I like to see what they do, how they do it, if they're doing it healthy. Which I know that sounds insane coming from me because I'm obese, so like me saying something is healthy is crazy, but having an eating disorder, I am very aware of all the mechanics that go into dieting. I just don't do it right. So, something that I've really noticed about Amberlynn is that she gets a lot of hate, and I'm not talking like light hate. I'm talking like Tanacon hate. That's just something that I've noticed. And here's the thing. I kind of get both sides. I understand people that say, you know, she says she's going to do something and she doesn't do it. I get frustrated too. I have to say that I do get frustrated watching her because I'm like, if you're going to say that you're going to do something, I would hope that you would do it. And, but at the same time in my head, I'm like, I know what it's like to try and try and try and fail. I've been doing it since I was 12. For people who are overweight, it's very difficult. Food is an addiction. Just plain and simple when it comes to being obese. It's because food has become an addiction. Of course, there's things like thyroid disorder or whatever. She doesn't claim that. What she does claim is binge eating disorder. And because I'm a eating disorder awareness page channel, I guess that I have to address that. I don't agree with her claiming having binge eating disorder when she has not been to a doctor to be diagnosed with binge eating disorder. I know that she had the app where she talked to somebody and they said that she had binge eating disorder. I don't agree with that. There's a lot more that goes into binge eating disorder than I overeat sometimes. There's a caloric range when it comes to binging, and from what she says and how many calories is in what she's saying she's binging on, it's not binging in the way that you would diagnose binge eating disorder. And that's just coming from what I know. I could be wrong, and if I am, please let me know. But that's just what I know, coming from an eating disorder background. I did start out with binge eating disorder, so I'm very aware. I went to treatment for it. I'm very aware of what it is, what it looks like, what it feels like. And what she's describing does not sound familiar to me in that sense. Something I will say, kind of on her side, is that if she fails, she's failing. She's not failing for you, just like if she was succeeding, she's not succeeding for you. She would be failing or succeeding for herself. And that's frustrating to watch somebody who is harming themselves in that way. I 100% agree. But to be so critical and hateful towards somebody who is doing something to themselves is not the approach to take if you want somebody to succeed. It took a lot of people having a lot of compassion towards me for me to be able to heal from binge eating disorder, because I'd had it since I was 9. And it takes a lot of understanding, a lot of compassion, and it takes people to be walking with you, not against you. And that's something that she has every day is people going against her, telling her she can't do it, talking about her failures. And that is setting her up to fail. I'm not saying that she is trying as hard as she could try. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, if you hear squeaking, it's my dog. I'm just saying that it takes people who care to help you succeed. And I know that YouTube might not be that platform that you go to find that support, but sometimes it is. And I think it's just really important that people start showing her a little compassion and understanding that it is difficult in a large body to lose the weight. Some things I want to address that she says that I completely disagree with is, number one, that when you lose weight at the size of body she is, or the size of body that I am, or the size of body people smaller or bigger than me, that you don't see it right away. And that's something that I don't agree with. She said this recently in her video about torrid hauls and how it's her money and she can do what she wants and it doesn't matter because when she's buying clothes they're going to fit her for a while. That's not true. You lose inches before you lose weight. I lost X amount of pounds and was able to fit in a smaller size pretty quickly. Another thing is that exercise is impossible at her size. That's not true. I go out and I walk every day. I do sit-ups, I do crunches, I do running, and it hurts, okay? Let me just say that it hurts. I'm not saying that it doesn't. I'm not saying it's not hard. I'm just saying that you can do it. It is very possible, but you got to start out somewhere. And you can't lose the weight and then start exercising. It goes hand in hand. That's just how it works. Something else I want to address is her talking about apnea. She says that she does not have sleep apnea. However, months ago she said that she sleeps sitting up with pillows, and that doesn't really make sense to me. As well as a doctor having previously said that she might have sleep apnea. Now, the only way for her to know for sure is if she goes to get a sleep study done, but apnea is a very serious thing. I have sleep apnea. I've had it since I was 12, so there's more factors going into it than my weight, but it's very serious, and if it's untreated, it can kill you because you literally cannot breathe. So that's something that I also want to encourage her to go get that checked out for sure. And the last thing I want to talk about is her not going to therapy. I've been going to therapy since I was 9 years old. And if I had not been going to therapy, I would not be where I am now. And believe it or not, I'm better off now than I was. Just having somebody to talk to, having somebody to hold you accountable, having somebody that is there to help you when you need it is very important, especially when you're going through a journey as big as weight loss or moving or coming out as gay or a lesbian or bisexual or whatever whatever challenges you face, to have somebody there to talk to and to help you through it, because life is very difficult and it's going to knock you down and you can't get up by yourself. So I also want to encourage her to look into that and actually go in to see somebody. I know it can be difficult and it's hard to establish a connection, but once you do, I'm telling you, you will never want to turn back. So, if I talked about anything that you guys want me to elaborate on regarding my life and who I am, you guys can definitely comment down below and let me know what you want to see, what you want me to talk about, and make sure that you subscribe and hit the thumbs up because I'm trying to make this a thing. I think next I might kind of venture off into my life and who I really am beyond my eating disorder. I think that's really important for you guys to understand. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'm sorry it was long and rambly.